End zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
5-yard line.
First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
He's tackled at the...
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now. Hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down. I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. From the gun, Bullard. And that will be incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Here comes the Saints punter now. He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. This is taken at about the 14. Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. Up past the 30 to the 31.
He's brought down.
Another good run there for a guy who, remember, on Wednesday was named NFC Offensive Player of the Week for what he did a week ago.
Yeah, and you know it takes some solid runs and some extra special ones in order to win that type of an award. I think he's locked in and wants to get it done a second time.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Now a handoff here to his running back. Left side. Touchdown, Falcons. A great effort there. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Falcons have taken the early lead. Both sides of the football in sync early. You force the 3-and-out, and then you take it down, score points.
You know what that tells me? They sold their game plan really well. Head coach said, listen, we're just going to stop them on 3-and-out. We're going to take the ball downfield and score. But he also told them how it was going to happen. They're going to run this. We're going to stuff it. Then we're going to take the ball. They won't be able to keep up with us. And they got it done.
5-yard line. The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their future as they look ahead to the offseason. What spots do they maybe need to fill?
Yeah, I think that they like the guy who's calling the plays and throwing the ball. I think that he's a pretty good player. Needs some help, I think, on the perimeter, though. Help him out with receivers, because I think if he gets an upgrade there, his play gets that much better, too.
And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. McCaffrey. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know, you know better than I, he has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
On 3rd down, Bullard. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. And this passing game, this whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again, just like last week. Each game is its own entity, treat it as such.
Let's see how the offense still out there. They elect to go on 4th and 11. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. It is incomplete. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off, and it'll be a turnover on downs. And a give this time to the tailback. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That good for 19 at a first down. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, that he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to them.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. And he'll give it here to his running back. And good running, going to get this down close to a first at the Saints' 15-yard line. And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now. Now Allen. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Marcus Davenport make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
6 yards. And it's 4th down.
Allen going to go on 4th down. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Marcus Davenport, and the Saints will have the football back.
Brendan, let's file this play away for later. Let's note this play because, to me, it's not out of the question that the decision to pass up the 3 there could come back to haunt them later on.
The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33.
He's taking a nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
On second down, McCaffrey. Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. Third down, here's McCaffrey. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. Defensively, they rally the troops to force fourth down after that 7-yard pickup back on first.
Fourth down.
Now remember, they were unsuccessful earlier in this first quarter. Going for it on fourth. They're going to try a second time. They'll try and throw for it here. Popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off at the 49. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. Charles, that makes now 5 interceptions in not even 5 quarters. Remember, he threw 4 picks last week.
And this turns into a tough situation because a lot of fans, the first thing is, oh, well, we need to change quarterbacks. This is your guy. This is your elite player. You can't just take him out like that. If I'm the coach, I make a little joke and say, you know something, big guy? We're going to change the football. So it's obvious that's the problem. It's not you. Keep firing.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
From the 38, Allen, and incomplete.
His pass intended for number 80. Incomplete. It's 3rd down and 6 yards to go.
Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Throwing is Allen on 3rd. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And a big gain that time. He's out of bounds on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Saints nothing.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking.
And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Marcus Davenport has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
It's 3rd down and goal.
Allen now on 3rd and goal. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Brandon Cooks scoring a touchdown against his former mates. And the Falcons push further out in front. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They're staring at a 2-touchdown deficit, 14-0 the score as they regroup with 1st and 10. A throw left side to start out. That's complete. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and
operating from the gun. Bowler. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
From the gun on 3rd down. Bowler. Over the middle, it's complete. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down. Here we go for McCaffrey. And this is going to be nowhere close. Needed some inches and ended up losing yardage. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position. Now a handoff looking right. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line.
The tackle made.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
On the play. And it brings up 3rd down.
Here's Allen to throw it. 4th down after the New Orleans defense holds serve.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. So the shotgun snap to Allen. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A gutsy call. Turns out to be a good one, though. 1st down on a pickup of 11.
Well, the field goal attempt was well in hand. They had that, but they decided to go for it anyway. Extreme confidence, it looks like.
Yeah, but I bet the defense is going to remember this one, right? They kind of rubbed their nose in it. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. 2nd and 11 now.
13-yard line.
Now they try the right side here. And once more, this play going in the wrong direction. The Saints get to him behind the line again. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13. Allen going to throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. It's a pickup of 13, but they're still a bit short, and it'll be 4th down.
Brings up 4th down.
So the snap will come from the 3, but remember, they don't need the touchdown. They can get the first down if they get a yard, and the ball gets to the 2. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up second and goal.
Second and goal.
They'll try to run this one in, and he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. A great play there with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. And his kick is good.
Falcons 21, Saints nothing.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
18-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right?
Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Marlon Davidson in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. This is McCaffrey, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Five men in the secondary now for the Falcons on 3rd down. From the gun, Bullard. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. It'll be a gain of 17, but even with that, they'll be well short here for 4th down. Here comes the Saints punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. Here comes the Saints punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. It's taken at a 25. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
Josh Lambo set to kick off.
The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. Taken in the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
6-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
Now we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? Where everything is working for them, every move they make works, it clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Allen. He's got the hook up to Lazard. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Now to throw on 3rd down. He's letting it fly for Cooks. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. And pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well. So where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive? I think they just crossed it on that one.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him. Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up. Found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator. Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. Operating from the gun. Bullard. He's going to wind up and air it out. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The passing windows are just not there. And that's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. From the gun, Bullard. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. 4th down, no problem. Just a ho-hum pickup of 14 to keep the offense on the field. On 1st and 10, Bullard. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
Off play action. Bullard looking deep downfield. Be intercepted. That's picked. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick six last week. Not a pick six here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week, he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll be down deep into New Orleans territory. 84. It's a big play there for Atlanta. And even 60 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3. Not quite the success they had last play. This one goes for 3 yards. On 2nd and 7, Allen. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. A great effort there. His second touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Falcons will extend their lead. On for the PAT, Kaimi Fairbairn. Oh, this is blocked. The Saints have got it. Through an opening, and there he goes. The 30.
They should have put a stamp on me in the locker room because I just
He takes it the distance across the goal line for 2 points.
Kaimi Fairbairn set to kick off.
So after the block PAT, they're ready to kick this one off. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they want.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in a good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
Yeah, turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. Now a dump off here complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Second down pass play got them 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining. Up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Give him 3 yards there on the first down pickup. That time the conversion comes courtesy of the RPO.
And know what it did? It moved the sticks. Nice pickup on 3rd down. Even better decision.
On first down, Bullard. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Marlon Davidson has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Operating from the gun. Bullard gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. He's going to be out around the 45-yard line. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
At the 45-yard line.
Back to throw. Bullard. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40.
I don't know how well our microphones are picking it up for those of you at home, but Charles, you and I can hear it. A lot of groans right now coming from this crowd.
I don't know if we're picking up what's happening in the stadium or from the people who are supporting this team at home, because it's coming through loud and clear to you and me. This offense, they've been stuck in neutral much of the game. And on that last one, they actually went in reverse. I think this crowd would have liked neutral, don't you?
Yeah, neutral would have strongly been preferred. They'll take anything positive at this point.
Gain of 15 yards and leads to 3rd down.
Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches. From the gun, Bullard. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. The Saints first down there on a gain of 11. Operating from the gun, Bullard. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Pass intended for Deontay Harris. Incomplete.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
10.
Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey. 1 quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. They need to get this to the 24 on 3rd down. From the gun, Bullard. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. And the ball's knocked out. And I think they are going to get this one back. Well, that would have been something. Double turnovers, but instead they'll keep the possession on the INT. Well, let's see now, Charles. That's 7 turnovers between last week and this week. 3 here in this game, 4 in last week's game.
You know I do my research, right? And I go all the way back to the best coaches that have ever been in this game. And all of them started with ball security in some form or another, understanding that taking care of the ball was the key to winning games. They can't believe what they're seeing right now because they spend all this time on it with the fundamentals, taking care of it, tucking it away, and they're not doing it.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And some space here. Touchdown, Falcons. A great play there. 36 yards. And the Falcons capitalize on the fumble and turn it into 6.
Well, they mentioned this week, Charles, they had a couple kinks on offense that they wanted to fix. I would say they're pretty well fixed.
There's no doubt about that. I mean, just about everything they've run has been successful in this one. And if I'm the defensive coordinator, I'm done with this, right? I have no answers for anything. In fact, I'd probably send a note to the clock operator. Let it run.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. They'll push forward for about 4 up to the 23.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want. But on the defensive side of the ball, you scramble a little bit. Now you're behind trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Any team that runs the toss and runs it successfully, that means they win the battle on the edges. That means you seal the edge in order to let your back get to the corner. They got it done there for a very nice game.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Here's McCaffrey. Able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there. Well, they sent the power set out there, and their job is to be man-on-man and move people so they can run the football. But that time, too many men didn't get moved in the box defensively. They end up throwing him for a loss.
On fourth down, Bullard. And this is incomplete. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. They're going to snap this play out behind the line. They have not seen that much today. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make 2nd down pretty tough. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39.
44 on the carry.
At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here is stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do, late game situations, kicking situations, doesn't matter what it is, the things you have to do to win a game, and that comes up in that meeting, then you practice it, they've got to be happy to see it executed, being able to stay in bounds and work the clock.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. 14 yards there on a Falcon first down.
A gain of 14. And the Falcon first down.
And they give this time to the tailback. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14. Now a handoff looking right. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. It'll be a loss of 7 on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. To the air, Allen. He's going to rifle one deep left. And this is caught. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Even though they've got this big advantage, Charles, they are not taking their foot off the gas pedal right now.
Well, I think what we're seeing is the result of all their great preparation and great practice time during the week. And even though it seems like this is a great chance to pull people back and maybe, not try and score a few more times, they don't want to do that. I think they're enjoying what they're seeing, the collective effort, and they want to play it all the way out.
And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now. There's a penalty flag down. So
So they hit the ball before it went 10 yards. I know that's tough, but you got to stay disciplined.
It is difficult because you're so eager to go get the football. It's that type of a play, but you're exactly right. Have to have the discipline to let it go 10 first.
They run on first down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's second down now.
He was tackled at the 46-yard line.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. He's going to let it fly. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Now they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is third down. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. It'll be a Saints first down on a gain of 16 yards.
31-yard line.
Operating from the gun. Bullard. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sack back at the 38. Tack McKinley make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. To throw on second down. Bullard. And his throw here is incomplete. Traquan Smith, the intended receiver. And it'll bring up third down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the gun, Bullard. And that is incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
On is Josh Lambo for the field goal try. This officially a 55-yard attempt. The crossbar bounces back out. He had it online, but it comes up about a rotation short. All things considered, a pretty good kick. Just cruel punishment there to be denied by the crossbar.
If you're going to hit from that distance, sometimes you're going to need a little luck. And unfortunately for him, this time the break goes against him.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Here's 2nd and 9. Now they try the right side here. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down.
No gain on the play. And it's third
to throw on third down. Allen rolling to his right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 14. And a great return as he's out close to the 40-yard line.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 38-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because